Baby,
Fucking hilarious.
can you do that?
Yo, Michael, bro, you might have to join the commentating booth, buddy.
Michael who?
Mike Michael's game's crashing.
Oh yeah, 'cause I'm in spectator mode. I can see all the
Savia's
overlay.
oh boy, everyone's fucking oh boy.
Baby.
It keeps like it's like everyone's like it's getting worse and worse every single session we do.
They gotta do some PC research, that's
There's
all.
gonna be like 18 people racing.
No, there's 22 already. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but this
18.
including me, you, Ari. Fuck, I
Okay,
might have to
20,
rob you guys. It might be down to
20.
fucking 66. All yeah.
You still got, how much time is left? Sav's trying to join. You
Yeah,
in, you
Mars.
in.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
You still got a minute.
What?
Still got a minute.
Quite a bit. Yeah, yeah.
Reset your computer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yo, Mike, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to hang up the phone. Live stream's going.
Yo, alright,
Yo,
can we get like an
Ari,
extra minute?
Michael wants you to Drake. I don't know. You're not joining us for the stream, Michael. I'm sorry, buddy. You can watch
Can
it. He said
commentate.
he'll mute, but you. Anyways, Michael,
No,
just
not
watch the
you.
live stream. I'm sorry, buddy.
Alright, can we do
Later,
an
buddy.
extra minute? Just like Sav's
I'm just pulling quality. I'm practicing. so 66. Oh, not even. 33.
Nah, 66.
Alright, we'll do, yeah, we'll do 66.
I think you should just do 100 for why not.
Yeah, 66. There's not that many people. Oh, are we streaming? Let us know when you're streaming.
Yes, guys, we are here for the stream, finally getting it going. Well, I'm Mark Crocodilus. Alongside me we have Marcello Panicia and Ayden Ingratta, and we are about to go green here off this start. It's a bigger field than we've had for sure. A bit of bumping going on, actually. We'll have to get them to please stop bumping.
Out of
and
line.
We are green.
Green.
Joseph with a solid start.
Big start. A lot of bumping happened there for sure.
So far, so good. No contact here. Joseph with a 3-car length lead.
Everyone's all formed up.
Everyone's all good. Single file.
And a little swerve from fourth here.
Yeah. Everyone clean so far, though.
Oh, bit of contact there.
Oh, contact!
Oh, somebody got turned back there. Oh, a bit of a wreck. Big cluster. But that has given our top 4 now a chance to break away. The guy in P5 could maybe catch. As they come across the line at the end of the lap, we will see our order. But it looks like out in front we have Joseph Lowney followed by one of the BAM racing carts that could be Josh Bishop, and behind him Will Adams, and behind him I have no idea.
Is that BAM Racing?
Yeah, that is a BAM. Those are 2 BAM racing carts in the top 3 right now.
We know so far in practice, Joseph Lowney has been really fast, Savvy Panicia has been really fast, but these BAM racing carts, I haven't seen them.
We will see the order now across the line. Yes, it
Christian
is.
Christian
Savaglio. Wow.
I did not expect him up here.
Savaglio up front.
I didn't know he was in the BAM. I didn't know he joined BAM Racing for this week. This race.
Yes,
already
he did.
the top 4 checking
and then
out
in
from the rest
P4,
of the
P4 is a new name too. I don't think I've raced with him.
Philemon Goulet, yes, he is fairly new. I don't think we've seen him. I think we saw him once at Mosport actually, for an earlier race back in the winter.
Yeah, but a lot of big names not up here. I mean, Savvy Panicia, Connor Pritico, they are not in top 4. Same as Henry Brown. Some really fast guys not up here, but Christian Savaglio is gaining on Joseph Lowney here.
To be fair, Connor Pritico was ejected for good reason.
Yeah, fortunately there were some people kicked out of the session for misbehaving already, and we've barely even gotten going. But as it stands right now, it is still Joseph Lowney followed by Christian Savaglio and Josh Bishop behind. Philemon Goulet has actually fallen off a little there. Will that mean that he has lost the pack now? I guess we'll find out in a lap or 2 time. They are only...
For the one...
Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, for the ones that didn't really connect, because I know there's not much happening right now, but for the ones that didn't connect, you could try to join back, but you will be starting near the back for the next heat race.
No, they won't. They're going to be ejected if they try to join.
Well...
during the race, they're just going to get kicked out for causing game lag. So, you guys still have a chance to join. Just don't do it during the race.
After the race. Yeah, after the race, there will be another little grace period.
Yeah.
Try to get your computers reset and try to join back.
Yeah, for sure.
This is $66 on the line, and if majority joins back, would be back to 100.
Yeah, so we know there was supposed to be 33 people, but with the server disconnections and some people getting ejected, so far it's just 15. But again, Savvy Panicia, Connor Pritico. In my opinion, the top 5, I would have them 2 in here. But oh, look at it, Christian Savaglio to the inside.
Oh, somebody in chat is asking, can we do it after the race? Yes, after the race is over, I will give a 1-minute period for people who are not in the race to be able to join back or attempt to join.
Look at this! Look at this battle here. They are battling. I'm surprised. It's the first heat race. I would think. I would be like, you know what? The top 3. We have a gap of 1 from P4, but they are battling pretty hard. And then you have to remember, Ari and March. There are 2 BAM Racing guys in the top 3. Do you think they'll work together and try to beat Joseph Lowney?
I definitely think so. I think they'll gang up on Joseph, and right there for the 5th spot, just getting overtaken.
Yeah, the guy in 4th is slowly coming back. Christian Savaglio defending pretty hard. The guy in P4 is soon to be in the picture.
Well, they are going to be going on to the last lap now, so it's going to be an interesting battle to see who's going to take away this first heat. These heats do mean something. These heats will determine, obviously, who will be starting where for the pre-final, but also, more
Josh
importantly,
Bishop
who
being
will make
smart,
it.
giving Josh Bishop being
And
smart,
guys, just a
splitting up
reminder,
early.
look at the guys in P5 and P6, 2.9 seconds back. They are battling
Oh,
really
a bit
hard
of a bumper
here.
there.
Joseph
Joseph
Lowney
Lowney giving
using
the
the
bumper.
bumper.
Giving a bit of a bump there.
Oh, Christian Savaglio. I don't know. I think the stewards. I think we're gonna have to look at that out. Christian Savaglio though, he is keeping his calm. He's being very honestly. I thought he was gonna do something there, but very smart driving by Christian.
Oh, there's somebody
Oh,
stopped
someone's
there.
just spun out there. Christian Savaglio.
I think
Joseph has a little bit of a gap now. The
Oh,
BAM
this
Racing guys,
competition-
are they going to battle for P2 or are they going to try to catch up to Joseph Lowney?
I
It's
think
a
Joseph
two-car length
has
back.
this. I think
I
he
think he has
this.
it. Christian Savaglio will have to make a big send, and it's only He1. No point of doing anything risky. Christian knows that.
And
But
there could
I
be
don't
a
know.
penalty going towards
there
Joe
could be
as
a
well.
penalty going to Joseph, yes. There
I
can
think
be.
so.
That.
I think a solid 2-position penalty would be fair.
I agree. I think Joseph. Let's look at the replay here, alright?
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a quick look at the replay as well after, but as it stands, this is your finishing order. Joseph Lowney, Christian Savaglio, Josh Bishop, Philemon Goulet, and Jared Clark round out your top 5. Oh, wait a minute, Jared Clark shouldn't even be in here. He's gonna have to get kicked out. That's
I'm
very
getting news from
unfortunate.
Connor Pritico. Connor Pritico says
I think we keep him.
Connor says he didn't stop because he didn't hear you.
Yeah, that sucks.
Alright, let's see the
think
replay with Joseph and
We're gonna have to go check the replay now with Joseph Lowney. See what happened here on this last
Joseph
lap.
Lowney.
Quickly go and check and see what happened
And
here in
then
this corner.
we'll all agree, we'll all make a decision. And
There will have to be a decision made.
We'll
We'll put in slow motion as well. Looks like yeah, Joseph, you can't do that. Punted the guy.
Wait.
Let's
go back. We know how to roll this corner.
It doesn't matter. But Joe,
corner.
Full break.
It's a flat out corner. He did stop 30 kilometers. Go to the next lap. Go to the next lap. So let's see on Christian Savaglio's POV. Go to like the middle of the corner. So he was
also trying to not overshoot the corner
64.
as well.
Yeah, no. I get it.
Yeah.
Go to the next lap.
If we go to the lap before though.
Lap. Yeah.
If we go to the lap before, we look at their rolling speed, because this could either be brake checking or punt. So
right.
We will find out.
But we did a 14-kilometer rule, so.
Wait, this is the same lap that he got punted.
Yeah.
No, different one.
No.
This is them defending.
Yeah.
This is still the defending. I think.
Okay,
I think.
Okay, go to a lap they're pushing though. Go to a lap like.
Good idea.
Pushing.
Good idea.
Because I think that should be an 80-kilometer corner.
Wait.
Let's go back one more lap just to see.
If that was a clean defending lap, I think Joe deserves a penalty.
Joe gets a penalty for sure. Let's see right here what the rolling speed is.
79
kilometers an hour, and how
go
fast
a little
were
bit
they
back. They were going 67 at the middle of the apex. Go to the middle of the apex.
Yeah, it's a flat out corner, but
82. That is a bit of a brake
15.
check. I think we can agree that maybe just racing incident. No call to be made there.
That's a racing incident.
Yeah.
So we just called a racing incident.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we will be back with our next heat shortly.
We have to realize they also defended really cleanly the lap before at the same speed. So obviously it was a little bit of an over push, but we could have some front running drivers back in this.
Are we streaming? Yo, are you streaming right now?
Savio Pinta is back.
Well, no, the stream on YouTube is good. Anyway, we are back, guys. I will ask leaders, please slow it down now, so we can form up, please. Get into where we need to be. And yep, keep the start nice and slow like last time, please, guys. And yes, on to Heat 2. What are your predictions, guys? Who's going to win this one? Joseph Lowney? Is it going to be Christian Savaglio, Josh Bishop?
So I think the BAM Racing guys have been pretty strong all day. I think it'll be Josh Bishop.
If you take a quick peek at the back, we can see a Texas start getting formed.
Yes, we can. And we are green.
Green.
Never mind, it was failed.
I would say the inside row got a pretty good jump. Christian Savaglio, 2nd place. It's pretty. Josh Bishop.
Oh, bit of a spin back there. Oh,
Josh
really big
Bishop
tussle. Something flying into the barrier.
Rack. I think we'll have to look at the replay, Ari. I think Josh Bishop had it swerved a little bit and caused that whole rack.
Big mix-up. I think we should take a look back. I think Michael Riccio jumped up many spots from that incident.
We might have to see after another spinner there in the background, but it looks like we have Christian. No, Josh Bishop is in P2.
So I think that was Christian Savaglio here, Ari and March, who was zero swerving and caused that whole rack. I think I mixed it up with Josh and Christian because they look pretty similar. But I think we'll have to look at the replay with Christian Savaglio. But anyways, the top two have a pretty good gap. I do not think if they don't battle, I think they're not going to gain. Christian Savaglio, I don't think has the pace as Josh Bishop and Joseph Lowney here, Ari and March.
I definitely agree. I think they should wait till the last few laps to become a battling situation.
Well, we now have an order popping up. Yeah, that was a very interesting start for sure.
It is really close, though. It is definitely closer than what it was last race in Q1. But it looks like the top two are slowly pulling away from the whole field.
Yes, they are. It looks like Mr. Consistency, Joe Lowney, has actually been. Yeah, I mean, I guess being up front has really helped him.
Big battle in 4th, 5th, and 6th now.
Yeah, big battle.
Really big scramble there. They just lost a ton of time there.
They brought 7th and 8th into the situation now.
Look at Christian Savaglio. Look, he had a swarm of go-karts behind him. Now it's like a 3-4 second gap.
That's gonna be sigh relief for him.
And are we gonna see some team tactics now? Is Josh gonna battle Joseph and let his teammate get up there? Because now there's not a huge pack of go-karts, or do you think they're just gonna push away and get 1-2?
It is a wonder, but I mean, if I was Christian Savaglio, I'd almost want P3, either P1 or P3 on this track. The inside row is definitely beneficial. The first 4 or 5 corners being inside or being on the inside for those two. Oh, a bit of a netcode there. Looks like they got a little spaced out, but we have, I guess, a bit of a pack, another three-kart battle behind with Evan Coulson, Jacob Beasley, and Philemon Goulet.
And just a FYI, I think something happened with Michael Riccio. Michael Riccio was up a ton of spots in the first lap. He was up to like P6. Now he's down to P11, 9.5 seconds back.
That's really unfortunate.
Definitely some mix-ups in the midfield. Really can't control that though.
Yeah. And I just want to say, what a drive by Sebastian Day. Sebastian Day, he's 4th place. I mean, I would say he would be outside of my top 5. But I mean, what a mix-up.
Definitely exceeding expectations. But if we look right behind, there's 3 cars definitely pushing up to him, so that might cause him issues.
I thought maybe Joseph was going a little bit defensive there through those chicanes, maybe trying to get into a defensive line for the last corner. But it looks like Josh Bishop actually gave him the signal to keep going forward. They've really dropped him.
Christian Savaglio is falling way back. The gap last time by was 9/10. Now it's over 1.7 seconds. 8/10 pulled away.
Draft is definitely a factor on this track.
Yeah, that's for sure. But what do you guys think, March and Ari, about the racing? Do you think they'll be taking easy these heat races and pre-finals and going hard for the money in the final? Or what would your guys' game plan be going into the final for a money race in Carapete?
My personal opinion, I think I would be taking this a lot slower. I think Josh Bishop's been doing a great job. He's just been taking this slow. He's been working really well with other drivers just to take advantage of certain situations. We see him in second now, and I definitely think he can get a pole easily in this race, as he gave himself a big breather compared to Christian.
For sure. I agree, March and Ari. I mean, again, you don't get the money in the heat races and pre-final, right? But it looks like they are defending. I mean, if I was Joseph, it looks like Josh just wants him to go.
Yeah,
he
it looked like
pointed him forward.
Josh was given the signal to keep moving forward, but Joseph doesn't want to have any part of that.
Yeah, but it looks like now if I was a Josh, I was like, okay. I would be like, okay, I would want to work with Joe. But now if I was Josh, I would be wanting to go for the win. Obviously, Joseph is just trying to go
Joey's
for the
making
win.
that cart though as big as a semi truck right now. Not
Yeah,
giving many opportunities.
No, he's
yeah,
not.
Joe's defending really good. But I think the last corner, I've raced this track with Ari, and the last corner is very easy to cross over. I don't think Josh will be able to do it in this corner. No,
he
you
won't.
won't. It will be the last corner.
It will be a last corner battle for sure. If I was Josh, I would actually want the win over second place, being stuck on the outside again. So
let's see here.
Joseph,
oh,
Josh Bishop on the outside. Is he gonna make the move stick?
Does he get it?
Yes, he's just ahead. Josh Bishop wins the race, going
just
around the
overwhelming.
outside. What a race! What a finish!
That's what I was trying to tell you guys, Marsh and Ori. I've drove this track. I did a lot of laps here, and I know where the pass under blocking.
That's crazy seeing it pass like that. Oh wow, flying over the barriers there after the checker.
Christian Savagno definitely starting something after the race.
And how about Ori? Should we review the Christian? I think we should review the Christian.
We will
Savagno
review. I think it's fair to say that we should review the start quickly, but then yeah, after that we need to keep moving on with the racing for sure.
Yes.
So why don't we quickly take a look at the start over here? That is our lap 1 here. Looks like
maybe I was just seeing things. I'm not sure.
You could have been, or maybe there was a bit of a carnage wreck here. So why don't we take a quick look from, let's see Christian Savaglio's POV.
Yeah, definitely Savaglia
was
was in this.
See what happened at the start. So it was a very clean start overall. Very good, even start. Definitely closer than last race. A lot less bumping for sure. Now, it really looks like, you know, they're all kind of scrambling, but they were almost single file. But there was a bit of contact. Looks like these two here had a bit of contact, and it kind of caused the chain reaction of a spin. We're gonna have to take a closer look quickly to see if we need to actually give any penalties for this one. We'll go ahead and take a look at the actual orbit view.
A little bit of early turn-in, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, he did only have a nose in. But still, this is
definitely.
Yeah.
And then let's look at the after effect. Let's look at the after
effect. That is definitely not something you want to see. Now,
what did that incident cause? Let's look from the people behind.
Yes, indeed, we shall look.
Look, Christian's screwing over his BA. Yeah. Wow, Josh Bishop, the team owner, will have to look at that.
Yeah,
I mean, two BAM drivers getting affected by Christian Savaglia.
I think we might need to give a 5 or 10 second penalty for that one. That caused a lot of people to lose time there.
I agree.
I would say a 5-second penalty is fair because he really wasn't to the front of the side pod, but it was definitely reckless driving on Christian's behalf.
I would say
anyway, we will move on to our third heat very shortly, guys.
Let's put to practice to give a break.
Christian, you're an idiot, mate.
Alrighty, guys, on to Heat 3. We will be going green very soon, hopefully. They are coming around, and they are all formed up. A bit of bumping going on. Hopefully that won't affect the start too much. And we are coming into the tram lines, and we are green.
Green. A little bit better of a start, I would say, for the outside row.
Outside row, a bit
it looks
more
pretty
even for
equal.
sure.
We got Sebastian Day, P3, the BAM racing cart side by side. Oh!
Oh, big contact. Someone going way wide.
And we are
way wide.
Looks like the person that, another
in a full spin.
Looks like the person that got shoved way wide actually didn't really get screwed up as much as it could have been. I mean, very well. I mean, he could have been a lot further back, and he's still almost in contention with the front train. But this start has given Josh Bishop a bit of a lead.
Yeah, Bishop
but here we go.
Has a good lead
there's still definitely a chance for Joseph and Sebastian Day, and look who it is, Mr. Consistency, the Cosmic of Felipe or whatever his name is. Oh, a little bit of a shove. Nope, didn't get the position. But it looks like Joseph Lowney. Joseph Lowney does have the pace. It has been shown. I think he has been the fastest guy, I would say, today.
Yeah,
so
out of raw pace.
Somebody way wide.
Oh, someone way wide exiting the last corner. Is that a tactic by Josh? It looks like he's a little bit of a different racing line, I would say, in the front straight. I don't know if that's just to try to get out of draft. I'm not sure. But it looks like Sebastian Day actually here already in March.
Yes.
Really fast.
I just saw the Charles Leclerc paint up into P3, and I was almost surprised, but at the same time, that inside row has been proven to get a pretty good launch, and I'm pretty sure Seb might have been on that inside row.
He was. He definitely took advantage of that inside row. He started third, took Christian's spot, and he's definitely maximizing it right now as he keeps up with the lead back.
Well, exactly. Right now, it looks like a top 3 battle, and this race could go any way because this race could very well determine who starts first for the pre-final and who starts second. Right now, it looks like Josh Bishop has the upper hand on Joseph Lowney in terms of starting position.
It looks pretty...
Day getting a little loose out of the double right.
It's really what this race will determine is who starts on pole. If Joseph Lowney beats Josh Bishop this race, Joseph will be starting on pole, and if Josh Bishop beats Joseph Lowney, then Josh Bishop will be starting on pole for a pre-final.
So what do you guys think? So now Joseph Lowney, it looks like Joseph definitely pulled away from Sebastian Day, and now he's on the back bumper of Josh Bishop. What do you guys think about the last lap? Obviously, in the heat races they were battling the last lap. Now that's for a position. Now it's for the starting grid for the pre-final. What do you guys think is Joseph's thought process going into the last lap?
I think he's definitely gonna... I don't think he's gonna take too much of a jump because he still want a good starting position for the pre-final. I think he can definitely make second work again, but I think he's gonna take this to learn off of Josh. He's gonna see where his weak points are to definitely maximize his positions in the final. He wants to really analyze who he's racing against.
100%. And for some people who have not been able to make it into the heat races because of game issues, well, their opportunity might arise when we go into our pre-finals and finals and a new server is made. Because there are currently 11 spots left for people to make it into. So this could either make or break some people's races, you know. 24 people make it into the pre-final and 18 advance to the final. So
as you said that, Ori, I see Savio Panicia, Open Car Racing Pro. He is eager to get in this session. I'm actually a little bit sad that Connor Prittick and Savio aren't in here, because I know those are 2 drivers that will make it more interesting. But if we get against
Joseph gets a bit loose, but Josh Bishop
Lowney sideways.
Josh Bishop lifts off and tries to get back the position to Joe, and he does. So
yeah,
I don't think a penalty is worthy there. I mean, it was obviously a mistake, and
you know what I like? I like how respectful Josh Bishop is as the driver here, Ari, and March.
I agree.
Look at the space he was giving. It was shown that he let him by. Obviously, and in my point of view, I think Josh Bishop will win the final. I mean, Joseph Lowney, he's showing a lot of aggression in these heat races, and it's just a heat race. Like Josh Bishop is telling Joseph to go. He's second place. He just wants a top 3 starting spot for the pre-final. But it is last lap. Joseph Lowney, I like. Oh, over.
Oh, just not there. But he had to overshoot the corner to compensate. Could be a crossover here. Oh, bit of contact. Oh,
a little bit of contact.
Little bumper to bumper action.
But you guys have to remember, look what happened in the last corner, last heat race. Do you think it will happen again?
I think Josh might go for the crossover this time because now Joe's gonna expect him to go around the outside. So Joe might have to overshoot the corner.
It looks
to
like
avoid the
Joseph
outside pass.
Lowney is. It looks like Joseph Lowney is parking in these corners a little bit more than he was last race. I would not be expecting if he parks it, but look at the gap though. Josh is pretty far back. It's
I
gonna
think he's gonna get a good run for
but
inside
the draft. Joseph Lowney.
Joey's
a bit more of a bump. That might have been a bumper there. Is Josh Bishop going to give up the position? Yes, Josh Bishop is giving up the position. No, he isn't.
No, it doesn't look.
Doesn't look like Josh gave up the position there. We're going to need to get a quick replay of that. Was that a bumper?
I think Joseph dipped a wheel. I'm not sure.
It looked like Josh went too far to the apex and just hit him. I am not sure about that one. I will have to quickly go check.
To be fair, it looked like Josh gave him a suggestion more than like an actual.
Well, we have to quickly go look at that because that was definitely race altering. So we're going to quickly have to take a look at Josh Bishop's point of view of that one for sure into this last corner. Let's go take a look here.
Okay, let's watch it.
Joseph drifts the corner. And
Joseph definitely over pushing the corner and going way too sideways, slowing it down more than expected.
Yeah, 100%. And Josh didn't really have much.
Just gave him a light suggestion more than anything. I don't think anything too bad.
I don't think anything of it either. I think this is more like Joe drifted out, and I mean, it's just like when somebody spins out in front of you. Sometimes you just cannot react in time, and sometimes, especially if they're that close, it is very, very hard to avoid. In this case, Joe was definitely very fortunate to be able to finish the race.
Let's watch this one more time. I just want to see the cart movement of Joey.
For sure.
Because this... Hey, watch.
It looks like he swerves a little there, actually. Yeah. Let me put this in slow motion here. Looks like Joseph swerves a little, and this might have actually been what got him loose, because now he went to go turn in, and fully drifted.
Input.
Yeah,
this is too much input.
That's unfortunately.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I think we'll leave the positions the way they are.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure. That's a very rookie mistake by Joseph Lowney. Joseph Lowney is a very experienced driver here, REM March. I would not expect that from him.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Anyway, we will be back, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with our pre-finals very shortly.
Bishop,
Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are going on to our pre-final now. And starting P1 is Joseph Lowney. In P2 we have Josh Bishop. P3 we have Sebastian Day. P4 Christian Savaglio. P5 Jacob Measley. If we get the leaders to slow it down, please. In P6 we have, I believe that is Evan Coulson. In P7 we have Michael Riccio. P8, I have no idea. I forgot the order. And I was doing this all by memorization. So, yeah. Anyway, we are going to get set to go green very shortly. Looks like we are all gridded up. Nobody's been left behind. Yep, we will see how this pre-final goes. And hopefully it goes well. Guys, please watch the bumping. And we are getting very close to the tram lines. We are entering the tram lines, and we are green, green, green. Looked like a decent start for the inside row. Really, the outside row really spread out, and it looks like we're going to go single file very short. Oh, somebody going way wide there. Looks like it might have been Evan Coulson and a Premier karting cart that could have been. I don't know who else is earning a Premier paint, but it wasn't me. Looks like Joseph Lowney is your leader right now. Sebastian Day's in P2. Josh Bishop might be the one that's getting shuffled out, or that might be Christian Savaglio. No, Josh Bishop is in P3. Oh, big spin. Somebody go flying into the barriers there. That's going to be some damage done to the go-kart. But Sebastian Day, in his highest spot right now during the race, he is up into P2. He is probably our hard charger, one of our biggest hard chargers right now, getting himself way up to the front. Joseph Lowney is leading, though. Oh, wow, I just realized we were muted. March? Ayden?
Yo.
Oh, you guys are here. Perfect.
Here we go, REM March. Joseph Lowney in the lead. Look at Sebastian Day. He's never been this far up, guys. But Savvy Panicha does not look like he's in this race, sadly.
Oh, getting a bit loose there. Josh Bishop giving a little bit of a bump there to Sebastian Day. Don't think it was intentional. And that looks like Josh Bishop down the inside.
Guys, a big name that's retired, Christian Savaglio. He was running in the top 3. This is what you can't do. In the heat races, it's okay to get a retirement, but in the pre-final, that means Christian Savaglio is going to be starting very far back in the race.
That's going to do a lot of damage to the final for sure. We might see a big comeback drive, or, well, we'll never know what could happen in the race, right?
Definitely.
We've seen races in real life where drivers have gone from big gaps behind to first. You know, I'm sure we can name a few.
Definitely gonna be hard, especially with Joseph Lowney having like the highest raw pace of all the drivers here.
For sure.
But I still have a driver to win, and it's gonna be Josh Bishop. I just find him a lot smarter than the rest of the field right now.
Well, we shall find out what happens here. But as it stands, it looks like the top 2 have broken away from 3rd place. But now this might also give Quentin Murdoch a chance, hopefully to, or maybe even to get himself back into P3, get into a good spot. We haven't seen a good start from the outside row recently, and it looks like it always ends up being the guys in 1st and 3rd that end up being 1st and 2nd by the end of the first few corners.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a recent, very occurring event. That's for sure.
Man, I don't even want to look at Discord anymore. I see so many pings right now. This is not good. We were planning on doing interviews, ladies and gentlemen, actually after our pre-finals or before the pre-final and after pre-final, but we are going to have to put an end to that, unfortunately, or scrap that idea. We are running out of time here.
Final.
It has already been over an hour since we started the event, and I don't want to hold people up any more than we have. Looks like the same battle again. Can anybody stop these two from breaking away from the field? Can anybody stop them? Looks like these two are working together a little. Looks like Quentin Murdoch has caught up to the back of Sebastian Day, and it looks like behind them, Jacob Measley and Philemon Goulet. That was my mistake. That was Goulet at the start who ended up getting roughed out a little there in the Cosmic Cart, maybe. I can't tell what cart that is because we're watching the leaders.
Murdoch definitely a man on a mission right now.
Yes, it is.
Making some money moves lately.
Well, let's go see what's happening with the pack behind. Looks like we got a bit of a battle here, or a bit of a train here with these top 4. We'll go and see what these guys are up to.
Yeah, 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th definitely giving each other some hand signals. I can see 5th and 6th actually saying, let's work together.
Yes, they are. But now, this also might help Philemon Goulet and Jacob Measley catch the next two guys in front as they go side by side into the first corner. A bit of contact, maybe even a bit of side potting. Who's going to come out in front? Looks like Quentin Murdoch's going to come out in front, but Sebastian Day crosses him over. Looks like this is going to give the guys in 5th and 6th a great opportunity to catch now.
Murdoch back in. Murdoch back in.
But he overshoots the corner. This could be a big crossover coming from Sebastian Day. Oh, bit of contact there. Oh, more contact, more side potting, more wheel banging. This is just giving the leaders a great gap behind. Looks like we might see some overtaking here. Let's see at the front if it's still the same lead. Yes, it is. Joseph Lowney and Josh Bishop. But now we have a 4-cart battle behind. This is for 3rd place, 3rd and 5th. The two good positions for the race. Being on the front 3 rows, being on the inside is very, very crucial in this track, as we've seen time and time again.
Dave pulling away though. He's giving himself some breather right now.
Yes,
it really
he is.
Depends on what 4th and 5th do. If they work together, oh, never mind.
No, looks like 5th got a bit back, and looks like now Quentin Murdoch again is going to go for the pass. Is he going to make it stick this time?
What a move by Quentin Murdoch.
They're going to go side by side again. Is Sebastian going to make the same crossover move again? Yes! No,
he's
not.
That was a good... It was a little bit of a late swerve.
Sebastian Day is almost turned. Looks like Philemon Goulet's gone way wide. That's gonna be very unfortunate. But now this is giving Quentin Murdoch a bit of a gap.
Sebastian Day was having such a good drive. He was up to P2 right behind Joseph Lowney at one point.
I was almost rooting for him as well. Oh, that really sucks.
But guys, I mean, like, just I don't want to beat this guy for the final, but it looks like Josh Bishop and Joseph Lowney are just in a whole different level.
Yes, they are.
I think with the not getting a lot of the front runners and a lot of them not being able to connect really changed the course of this race. I think if we had Politico and Savio still in the race, it would have been a completely different story.
Well, we also had James Overbeck and a few other guys as well, big names, especially from the U.S. that race Briggs, and it's very unfortunate that, you know, this game has been the way it is. And you know, it's, again, like, the more it happens in this game, the more it makes me want to actually switch sims completely, you know, start working on mods and tracks for different sim racing games that, you know, have the ability to add go-karts to them. Because
it's a shame.
Karting is a very unique sport. It's not, like, in a way, you can call it like cars, but it's also so different. I mean, just the way the racing works, the physics work. I mean, Marcello, you drive cars. How different is a kart from a car, really?
Car and a car completely different. You get so much more suspension feedback than the go-kart, and it just tells you the limits. You get a lot more feel of a car, even though you're not, like, you are the chassis in a go-kart. A car, the suspension is like, you're basically your second brain. It tells you everything you need to know.
Yes, it does. I mean, when you look at a car, or when you look at, like, any race car, like an open wheel or like a tin top or whatever you want to call it, I mean, would you see a kart as more like a Formula car or more like a tin top car?
I would say a kart would be more like a Formula car, but entry level.
Entry level, exactly. So maybe like a step down from like 1600 or Formula V even, maybe. However you want to put it.
No, it's like a 1600 and a Formula V, exact type of handling. But as we go up in more, like, higher end cars, you obviously get a lot fancier.
We're in our last lap right now. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, but
sorry to cut you off. Still looks
very
leading.
Very tamed race happening.
We know that Josh Bishop has won in the situation. The past 2 heat races. Do you think? Let's see. Going into the last corner again. Is Joseph Lowney going to make the same mistake?
No, he didn't even defend much. Josh Bishop's just going to hit the back end. That's going to be Joseph Lowney taking the win in the pre-final. It's been looking like Joseph Lowney being absolutely dominant in these races. I mean, we saw the outside pass by Josh Bishop, and I mean, that definitely brought some promise that maybe, you know, things could go differently, but nobody seems to want to pass in that last corner, even when nobody defends. I think he
move a little too early. I think he pulled out that card a little too early, and Joey's going to start defending accordingly.
Well, we still have a bit of a battle behind here. Oh,
Never mind.
Never mind. No battle going on now. Somebody's gone. Anyway, guys, that is our pre-final finishing positions. Hopefully for the final we can actually get a few more people in if their games are able to load.
Yeah,
anyway,
let's put it to practice.
Thank you guys all, and we will be back shortly with our finals.
I think I would say longer, alright, longer, because some people have to reset their whole PCs for this to work. Give it like a minute and a half, minute and a half. A little longer, come on. Resetting a PC takes me like a minute and a half. Downey Lowney definitely making a comeback. Don't worry, he's down a few quarter pounders. He's all ready for this race. And
Do we get Savio Panici on the call to commentate?
I don't suggest that. I don't suggest that. All right, here you go.
Savio Panici.
Hey.
How's it going, buddy? I know.
Well, I mean, I've been sitting here 2 hours doing nothing, trying to join, but it's okay because I'm doxing everybody's internet and caching.
Oh.
Nothing. No reason.
So Savio, explain your weekend to us.
What's going on, Ayden?
Yeah, we'll wait until the stream's up.
Oh. I wonder if people are gonna disconnect. Please. What? Oh, I'm not trying to join, don't worry. My God. Gotcha. Got you. Yep.
Alrighty, welcome back, guys. We are back with our final here. Starting P1, we have Joseph Lowney. P2, we have Josh Bishop. In P3, Quinton Murdoch. P4, Jacob Measley. And making out your top 5 is Sebastian Day. It will be a very interesting race. I mean, what are your guys' predictions here? Who do you think is going to take it all here?
I think it will be Joseph Lowney. Joseph Lowney has been very dominant. But I want to shift the focus a bit before we start. So Savvy
please slow down up
Pisha.
front.
Well, can I make predictions?
Yeah, make
So
your
Savvy.
predictions.
So
Okay,
Savvy Pisha
predictions.
first.
Oh, shut up. Predictions. What are we doing? Top 5?
Okay, well, Sam, you're gonna be rude. We're just gonna kick you out of the call.
P5, I got Quentin Murdoch. P4, Sebastian Day. P3, I got Michael Riccio. Michael Riccio's gonna have a nice race here.
Well,
P2, I
make it
got
quick, favorite to go.
did I say Josh Bishop again? Josh Bishop, and P1, Joe Saloni for sure. I mean, that's been my dog. We've been texting, you know.
And it
He's
looks
gonna
like
hold
green,
up the
green,
whole
green
field if
here.
I was able to join.
Looks like the inside row getting again another jump. Looks like Sebastian
here we
Day
go,
might even
Joe
get himself in the
Savlani.
P3. Oh,
Look
bit
at
of
the
bumping,
bell!
and Josh Bishop is knocked.
Look at Joe
No, that's
Savlani!
Quentin Murdoch. That's Quentin Murdoch knocked wide. Who's
Joe
look, Michael
Savlani
Riccio into
gonna get
P2.
the money?
Michael Riccio's up into P2. Oh, way
Michael
wide. They're
Riccio
really
P2
scrambling
is
back there.
crazy.
Let's go,
Oh,
Michael!
another big.
Oh, they're flipping.
Michael
Big
Riccio, what a
flip back
banger
there.
start from Michael Riccio. That is what I like to see. My
That is a
predictions
big
are
flip there.
being exceeded by
Oh,
You
Michael
guys
Riccio.
gotta
Wow.
remember. You guys gotta remember, Joseph Lally won the last Briggs race too. Is he gonna go back to back to back? Michael Riccio does not have the pace as Joseph Lally. Will Joseph Lally just pull away from this race and win the money?
Joseph Lowney might be
Oh,
taking
wow.
home the bat
This
money
has
right
really
now.
changed like the dynamics of this whole race. This is wow.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think they will be able to catch Joseph Lally?
Honestly,
I
Honestly,
think Riccio might be in enough draft here
It
actually
looks
to even
like
catch.
he is. It looks like he is catching.
He is actually in enough draft maybe to even
Don't-
catch.
don't-
But
don't-
if
don't
Riccio
forget about
catches,
Josh
this could
Bishop.
help Josh Bishop catch because now Bishop is not because Riccio is just there, but he won't be able to, I don't think, to really push Joe too much, which means Josh Bishop might be able to catch as long as they either battle or keep checking up for each other or whatever it may be.
Honestly, I'm changing my predictions. I got Michael Riccio to win this race. He's
So what do
he's
you
been
guys-
been
what
my
do you guys
day
think-
one, trying to help me get into the session, but
I
some
think
people
Riccio
won't let me
has
get
the
in. But
pin.
that's okay.
Oh no,
He
looks
may
like
not
Joe's
have
working
the
away a
pace.
bit there.
No, he
Michael
may
Riccio's
not
really
the
gonna have to
pace.
cook up a last sector here if he's gonna want to catch, and it looks like he has actually had a very, very good sweeper there. But by him falling
he
back, it's
loses
now
the
also
exit.
given Josh Bishop the draft. Now, giving Bishop the draft is very crucial because now it's gonna make it back to a 3-cart battle. But behind we also have another train of 3 and 3. Looks like behind we have a train between Jacob Measley, Christian Savaglio, and Jared Clark, and the next train behind Quentin Murdoch, Sebastian Day, and Evan Coulson.
Let's take a quick analogy here. I think Mike will be able to get to Joey's bumper before Bishop can stay in draft.
So what would you guys do in this situation? Christian Savaglio is up to P4. His pace looks really strong. If you were the guy in
Oh,
P4,
an overtake by Michael Riccio for the lead!
what a move!
This is very well going to change the race because now Josh
So
Bishop
if
is
you
well
got-
in the draft.
So if you guys were the guys in P4, P5, what would you guys be doing now? You guys see Joseph and Michael. In
I
the
would-
lead. Michael hasn't shown the best pace, I would say.
I would be
He
working
hasn't-
together. I'd be
think
working
Michael
for
is
sure,
my-
working together. It looks like Joseph Long's
Joseph
going to try and
Lonnie
go for another
back.
pass.
Oh!
But if I was the guys in P4, P5, P6, I would have a big smile on my face right now, knowing that there is a chance to catch the top 3. But they're going to
looks
keep
like-
battling and battling and battling. But now Josh Bishop is even on the back.
Bishop is on the bumper of Joey
It
now.
looks like they're defending already, you know? It's already... It looks like they're going... Michael's
Riccio is
going
almost
for
low-lining
a little
there.
bit
Oh.
defense. Oh,
Oh,
look.
big corner cut. That's going to cause some problems. Now Joseph Lowney might almost be on the inside,
But
and
it
he
looks like
almost
they're
was.
battling. It looks like the guys behind are battling too a little bit.
Maybe,
They
but
gained
this is not
almost a
smart for the guys
second.
behind because, oh, they're almost 3 wide there.
Bishop's getting. Oh, he almost.
Michael
collected the
Riccio
rear
is still
bumper of
holding
Joey.
on to this lead miraculously, but the guys behind, I think, are now starting to realize that they have a shot at catching. Looks like still Christian Savaglio. Christian Savaglio is still holding, but that was after the line. I believe that actually might be Jared Clark that's actually made the pass on Christian Savaglio. Yes, it looks like he has. Because I believe Christian Savaglio and Quentin Murdoch are both running the BAM Racing Paint, and that is not a BAM Racing Paint, that is up into P4 right now.
Oh,
More
they're
battling.
getting
Michael Riccio
very rough
cutting
back there.
cutting the corner there pretty good.
Riccio not cutting, but Joey.
Well, it
giving
looks like
a huge
it looks
suggestion.
like Joseph definitely hit him and got Michael loose. I really
Yeah.
want to say Michael cut the corner there.
For sure, and
Well, looks like
Riccio's
Michael's
almost
already
Riccio's back to low
defending.
letting. Oh, Josh Bishop almost spins
Josh
it there.
Bishop, big mistake. Mike,
The leaders, let's see the gap for the
goalkeeper.
leaders now. Let's see what the gap is. It was 2.2 last time. What is it now? 1.7.
1.7.
That's half a second right there.
Jared Clark definitely closing in the gap.
And look at
Once
Christian
again.
Savaglio. We know Christian Savaglio is known to be a little bit. Oh, why?
they're
Jared
off.
Clark goes a bit wide there. Oh, and more bumping up front with Joseph Lowney and Michael Riccio. Riccio is now low-lining it again.
I think Ricio's trying to back up the field here. It might be strategic. He's gonna cause some shit right now.
He's gonna cause
That's
some
what's
mayhem.
gonna
Marsh,
happen.
watch your language. We're streaming on YouTube. Although, when I made the stream, I didn't put it on kid-friendly, so we're okay.
So we got. Wait, is this?
Riccio
What
is
do you
trying to
think?
bend
Why
over
do
the
you think
field.
Michael was battling this hard?
He really wants to hold on
Josh
to the position.
Bishop, big mistake.
Oh, we got a spinner that looks like Jared
Oh.
Clark is into the barrier now. That is so unfortunate for him. Oh man, he was also
Why
coming
for
from the back.
Michael?
And the other thing with
Michael
Jared
has
Clark, he was
grass
coming
on
from
his
the back.
tires.
Is he going
Oh,
in?
down the
Michael
inside by
down the
Michael Riccio.
inside. What
Now they're gonna
the
check
hell?
up. Looks like Michael Riccio moves over. That's a crazy race. They're 3 wide down the start finish line straight. But it looks like Joseph Lowney's gonna be able to benefit. No, he's not.
Oh, it's getting rough. It's getting rough.
Now, do you guys think the next pack will be able to catch up 4 seconds behind with all this
That
battling?
is a bit of a stretch. If they're second a lap slower, they very well could catch. Bit of parking going on here. Oh, a lot of parking and brake checking. More contact. Well, it looks like Josh Bishop still holds on to his P2. Joseph Lowney down the inside on Christian Savaglio, but he does not hold it. And looks like at the back of this train is still Quentin Murdoch.
Joey's fighting off the teammates right now, but I don't know. Oh, they're passing.
What
Oh,
a
there's
race
some-
so
They're still
far,
wide.
guys.
They're slotting back into single file. I think they all realize that if they battle too
Josh
hard, that they're
Bishop
gonna
is
lose.
saying that he
They
wants to
did.
go.
Joseph Lowney
But it
really
looks
shuffled
like
out.
Michael has no attention.
It looks like Michael. It looks like the one.
Getting frustrated now. Christian Savaglio. I'm so confused with the big pun.
They're
That's
again. They're 3 wide.
That's rough.
Michael Euro swerving. He is upset. The BAM Racing boys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The band
1, 2,
racing-
3.
Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3.
It looks like the Premier and the FA cart are both in P4 and P5. Maybe they're going to tag team them now. But now the first two are starting to work together while P3 is starting to battle. And Mike Riccio or Joseph Lowney back down the inside. This could let the first two guys pull away now. If they keep battling, they're starting. The first two now are battling again.
Joseph's causing unnecessary battling for some reason.
But now the first two
He
have
does
broken
not want
a bit of a
money.
gap now. You could actually see this race start to spread apart again.
So do you
Joey's
guys,
not wanting the money right now.
These
Joey
guys
would
all
be
know that it's all for money. Maybe that's also why Riccio was battling.
but
he
guys,
knew
look
it's
at
for
the
money.
guys behind. The guys behind are gaining. It looks like.
Looks like
Phil
3.5 seconds
Mongoulay.
now. But now they're
Phil
too wide
Mongoulay
almost.
is
Oh,
making
they
a
backed out.
comeback.
But we still have our train of 5 at the front. They look a bit more spread apart than they were a few laps ago, going 3 wide down the start finish line straight, but they're still there.
All in draft. But Phil Mongoulay is
Who is
definitely
leading?
cutting down the
Quentin
gap.
Murdoch is winning. Quentin Murdoch. We haven't seen him much at all.
We haven't seen him
Look
leading
at
at
the
all.
points he's
We've had a
getting.
few new
Murdoch?
leaders this race actually. We've had Michael Riccio leading. We've had maybe even Christian Savaglio leading, but also we've had Quentin Murdoch leading as well. That's potentially 3 new leaders we've had.
I gotta say, Michael Riccio is probably the most impressive leader coming from the farthest back.
Yeah, I
Gotta
mean
give it
Jared
to him.
Clark was actually coming from dead last place, and unfortunately he's the person that we saw half spin, but he is with Phil Mongoulay right now in that pack that's trying to catch up to the front. If these guys keep battling hard up front, we could see Jared Clark back into the battle. And Michael Riccio is getting a bit loose. Hit the back. Looks like he hit the back of Christian Savaglio or Josh Bishop.
And look at
and
the
he
two
got
guys
loose.
in front.
The two guys.
Christian
Bishop's
Savaglio
just
and
not
Quentin
pushing.
Murdoch have a huge gap. However, I don't think that pace is that good. How about Jared Clark? Jared Clark is having a huge comeback job.
He started last, spun, and is now back almost into the
They only
And
gained a tenth and a half.
3.3 seconds back.
Well,
And
it's
you know
not
the
enough.
battling's gonna start soon, even worse.
It's not
I
enough,
can't see
though.
Christian Savaglio bump drafting his teammate for the whole race.
Neither
That
can
is
I.
not
But
Christian
you know what?
Savaglio, like.
We've seen these two not consistently in
Oh,
the front.
wide!
Why? They are battling.
They are
Joseph
battling, and now
Lowney
we
is
had
off
another
the-
5-cart battle. And again, this is just encouragement for the guy in 6th and 7th place. If they keep battling like
Look
this,
at the blocking.
they will go on to the last lap.
Sending it in.
This is stressful even to commentate. I couldn't imagine them racing right now. This is intense. Oh, big move down the inside.
Big punt! Joseph Lowney is off the racetrack.
But now,
the
Joseph
stewards
just
will
lost
have to look at
action.
that.
that
I
is
think he
very
just lost
unfortunate
his
for Joseph
action
Lowney.
there.
But now, by this happening, this might also give Jared Clark some draft and some hope even. You know, that's all it's going to take now is just a splash of hope, a splash of luck, and this could be a 7-cart battle for the win.
Derek Clark gained the
I
second.
think
That
These
Joey
guys
just
all-
really losing his bearing there.
They
I
all
don't
know the
think
stakes of this
anything
race
else.
right now. They all know that very well. They could go home. The top 3 all go home with money.
Oh,
So
Michael
we
Riccio
will
into
see.
third.
Michael Riccio is up
Wait,
in
And
third
Mike,
right now.
let's talk about Michael Riccio right now. He's
Oh,
making
Jared
some
Clark goes
big
wide
moves
again.
up here.
Derek Clark cutting the track.
No, he didn't even cut. He went way wide on the corner exit. I
And
think
then
he
he
made a
cut
mistake.
it.
He
Then
cut?
he cut it.
Oh,
Yeah, he
we're gonna have to
did.
go back and look at that after.
Yo, can we put the camera on the front?
Yeah,
It is-
Michael
it is in the
Riccio
front, isn't it?
making moves.
Michael Riccio is making some big money moves here.
Where's Michael
Here we
Riccio?
go. Look
Oh,
at
they're
the
too wide in the
defending.
double
3
right.
They're
wide.
defending. They're too wide going into the chicanes. This cannot be a good spot. We're gonna have to look at the bumping for Michael Riccio. Doesn't look like there's
Michael
too much
Riccio,
bumping
does he
going on
spend
there,
it?
but it is
No.
still a 4-car battle, and Joseph Lowney is back into this race, going on to 2 laps to
Michael
go.
Riccio into third now. He's telling.
Jared Clark
Bishop
1.9
forward.
behind. This is almost. This is
Bishop's
gonna bring
fighting.
Jared Clark into the battle, but no, the first 2 have started to break away now as Michael Riccio goes for the
Bishop's
pass.
fighting too much.
Oh, Michael Riccio spun around.
Michael Riccio is out.
Michael Riccio is out.
Is out
If
there.
he's gonna have to give up all these positions now. If he doesn't give them up, he's
Wait,
definitely gonna get a
He just has
penalty.
to drop back to third. He just has to drop back to third. He just has to drop back to
No,
third.
he
As
has. He has to drop
No,
back a
no.
lot more. Unfortunately, he has cut more
Third.
than. But
Go,
he
go,
has
go,
cut
go.
quite a bit of the track here.
No, he's good. He's good. That's fine. That's fine.
If Joseph Lowney gives him the bumper, I don't think I'm gonna give a penalty for that one, or I'd give a penalty for that one. Michael Riccio should not have been there. Unfortunately,
he got taken out. He got taken out.
yes, he got taken
Michael
out, but at the same
Riccio in the
time,
pond.
unfortunately. But
They
now
let
Jared
him
Clark.
fight Michael Riccio down the inside.
This is big bumper from Jared
I
Clark.
don't blame Derek
Holy
Clark for that
crap!
one. But here we
We're
go.
gonna see a few
Last
penalties.
lap
We're gonna see a
here.
few protests coming out
For the
here.
money.
Going on to the last lap.
Michael
Quentin Murdoch
Riccio
is still
might be
leading,
doing something
followed
devious.
by Josh Bishop, and Josh
No,
Bishop
keep
goes down
on
the
Michael. We
inside.
need to watch Michael.
Bishop,
Joseph
Joseph
Lowney trying to get into P2, and Joseph Lowney up into P2 gives the bumper to Josh
Gets
Bishop.
the
No,
bumper.
That
was
is
a good
that
tap.
very
That
well
was
could be a
clean
penalty.
tap. That was a clean tap. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That was clean.
We are gonna have to
Well, look
quickly
at the
kick
gap.
out
Look
Nate
at the gap
Stockwell.
for Joseph.
Joseph Lowney in the lead.
Look at the gap for a little bit of a
This
gap
is
for
a battle
Joseph.
again for very well the top 5. We could see some mayhem here in the last corner. Sorry for those of you watching where I had to quickly do that. We were approaching a lap driver, and I did not want to have to watch the lap driver alter the
But
race.
here we
Joseph
go.
Lowney.
It's a 5.
Joseph Lowney into 3 wide. Joseph Lowney might have the race win right here.
Joseph Lowney.
Joseph Lowney has the gap
He has
behind
the
Michael Reach.
gap.
Lowney
Looks like the
has
Bam boys are
lead.
going to go at it. Side by side they go. Joseph
Lowney.
Lowney is going to take the win after this chaotic and
Joseph
hectic race.
Lowney wins the money race.
Joseph
Lowney
Lowney wins. These are the
solid
tentative
right
results
here.
right now. But as it stands, we have Joseph Lowney in P1, Jared Clark P2, Christian Savaglio P3, Quentin Murdoch P4, Philemon Goulet P5, Jacob Measley P6, Sebastian Day P7, Ethan Chen P8, Michael Riccio P9, and rounding out your top 10 is Josh Bishop. Anyway, I think it's time that we get on with our driver
And
interviews.
I want to vote driver of the day here. I'm giving it
Well,
to
you know
Michael
what? I think it's
Riccio.
fair for all of us to vote. So who do you
I'm
vote for
giving
driver
it to
of the
Michael
day?
Riccio. That was an outstanding performance from pretty far back on the grid. And he was fighting with the lead until he got taken out because I just don't think they want to see Michael Riccio up front there. But I love that man.
I definitely have to agree with Savio here. I think they were definitely hating out here. But driver of
could
the
have
day's
been.
gotta go to Lowney.
Anyway,
Driver of the day.
we will get on with our top 3 interviews. If we can get Quentin Murdoch in here, please. One of the admins.
Can we
can
get
join
Michael
him in.
Riccio in here?
No,
Yeah,
Quentin
yeah.
Murdoch, please.
Quentin Murdoch incoming.
Quentin Murdoch, first of all, 3rd place. I mean, you were leading at one point. Can you just walk us through that entire race? I mean, it was very chaotic.
You gotta unmute him.
Oh, well, can somebody unmute him?
I can't. I think he muted himself.
Oh, Quentin.
I got it.
There you go. Quentin, how was your race? Walk us through just kind of the whole race. I mean, at the beginning, it didn't look like it was going to be much of a race, but then some battling. Walk us through your whole thought process of that entire race.
And I don't really know. It was stressful, man. That's all I gotta say. I was just looking for survival.
Man, you
These guys,
can't
you know,
imagine.
they were all over the place, and the rear bumpers were getting hung together. So I was just trying to survive, and sure as shit, I did my best.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you were leading out on going on to the last lap. Was that just a mistake on your part, or were you kind of moved up the track going into turn 2?
Well, I went in to one there. I got to the inside of Christian on the back straight or the front straight there, and I felt like something touched my bumper. I went wide, and then I think it was Lowney that got in there and kind of filled the gap. So, but later on in the last few corners, I was just getting sent left and right. I was like a ping pong ball.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Wait a minute. Well, no, Christian Savaglio shows here he was P2. Do I have the correct order here for the final? Is the real question. No, Quentin Murdoch. No, Quentin Murdoch was P3. Christian Savaglio was P2. It shows. I believe.
Let me interview.
And Quentin. I mean, like we're talking about that race. I mean, it was just an outstanding performance between you and Michael Riccio. You guys really outperformed what everybody thought you were gonna perform like.
I think the heat races for the both of us, it wasn't good at all. Like we had bad heats and we weren't really up there. But once the pre-final came around, we were able to show
you
these guys how it's done.
You guys definitely pulled it through when you needed the most, but it sucks that the both of you were just getting bullied around after. I think I got you guys on this one. Don't worry.
Well, Quentin,
I got both of you.
Well, Quentin, thank you very much for coming into the interview booth. We need to move on to our next driver, Christian Savaglio, who finished P2. Can we get Christian Savaglio in here, please?
Let me interview Chris.
We're all interviewing him.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, can you guys somebody drag him in here, please?
He's not even in the VC anymore.
Okay, well that's very unfortunate for him. Can we get Joseph Lowney in here?
Lowney.
Let's get Joseph Lowney in here, a race winner.
Yo, who's gonna drag? I don't have friends.
I would like to give a full personal conversation to Joseph Lowney on this one.
No, I have to talk to Joseph. Joseph.
Yes. Hello.
I mean, yo, calm it down. I mean, Joseph, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, you had a great race in total, you know, from start to finish, quali to the final.
Yeah, it was good.
Hey,
the final was interesting.
Hey. You're lucky I wasn't there, but it's okay. You know, you're splitting half the money, right?
Sure.
I would like to say, Joseph, that was a good performance. You're really on top of that.
Yeah, after I got punted in the double right-hander by Michael, it was really hard to come back.
I think Michael just gave you a suggestion. Still, driver of the day, guaranteed. You won that race fair and square.
I don't actually. Well, we might see a protest actually from Josh Bishop after.
No protest. That was clean racing.
I don't know. I think I saw a bit of a bump given, but we'll see. We'll see what happens after. There is the protest period, which is 1 hour, which started about, we'll say, 2 minutes ago or so. So there is the 1 hour protest period. But Joseph, I mean, that was like a roller coaster of a race. You were leading, or were you leading at one point, Joe?
Yeah, I was the first couple laps.
You were leading, and then you got shuffled back. I mean, having Michael Riccio up there, did you expect him to go for the pass that early?
I mean, I saw a big gap behind me on the first lap, and then I saw Michael, and I'm like, oh, something happened. And then draft is just insane on this track. Like, I can't pull away for shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, Michael was really reeling you into that straightaway. I mean, it was just incredible to see how much draft was doing.
Yeah, as much as I pushed in the corners, I just really couldn't do anything. But then Michael went past me, so I wanted to bump draft him, but then he starts blocking. So then that just brings the whole top 7 into the field. And then I get shuffled back to, I think, 3rd, and then I pass Michael, and then he pushes me off in the double right-hander and just fully puts me in the grass. And then I was like about a 1.5 seconds back.
Very, very unfortunate with that. I mean, you know, you were consistently at the front, and I mean, currently you've won the race, but now we have to check and see what we're going to have in terms of protests, in terms of everything, right?
Bishop is next in line to see. We got to hear his story on this.
Yes, we do. Joseph, you won
Joey. Take care.
Hey,
I was saying, Joseph, that was a very good race by you, buddy. I mean, we would have been the dynamic duo in this race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
Anyway. Yeah. Joe, one more thing. You won the race. Okay, well, why do you drag him out?
I'm still happy to see you,
Okay, sorry. Joe, you won the race. I think it's only fair to ask you. Do you have anybody to thank for this race? Do you have anything, anything you want to say? Anybody you want to thank, sponsors?
I would like to thank Josh, because he was really clean throughout all the heats. And heat 3, it was the last, I think it was heat 3 that I had the hiccup in the last corner. my whole game just lagged, and then my wheel kind of just flickered on and off. But he's been keeping it clean with me, and that also happened because my mom came in with a Dairy Queen ice cream.
That's fair.
Well,
That's fair. That's a definite. That's a good reason. I
well,
don't think I
I
see.
kind of got chicken up a little bit.
yeah.
I don't think I see Josh Bishop in the call. That
No,
was
Josh
direct.
Bishop is not. Josh Bishop is obviously he got turned and everything, so it's very unfortunate for him. But thank you, Joe, for being
Where
here.
did
We
he
got
end up
Christian.
finishing?
He didn't. I don't think.
Hey, Michael. We need
Anyway,
Michael now.
no,
I
we
think
need
we need to
Christian
bring
in
Savalio
Michael now.
because Christian is the
We
next
need
driver.
Michael
Anyway,
now.
Joe, thank you so much.
Michael Riccio.
It's not
Mr.
Michael
Michael
Riccio.
Riccio.
Get him out. Who's dragging him in?
Get Michael in
Okay,
here.
I'm actually gonna kick all of you guys out of this call in a sec.
Michael Riccio. That was outperforming, like,
Okay, stop dragging him. Christian Savalio.
Hey guys.
Well, you had a very interesting race for sure. I mean, just walk us through that whole thing. I mean, you were saying in the comments that you were P3, but actually, one of the guys in front of you had a corner cutting penalty. So, I mean, congrats on P2 at the moment. And I mean, depending on how protests go, you might even be P1 after this. So, just kind of walk us through the whole race and how that happened.
I want to say fuck you to all my haters. I put in chat, I'm going last to first. No one believed me. I wasn't first until the last lap. I got kind of messed up going on to the straightaway, had a bad exit.
For
And
sure.
then try to do my best to take the lead back without taking anyone out, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but you know what? You still made it back into P2. Did you end up seeing what ended up happening to Josh Bishop? Because I saw
No,
he didn't finish.
I
What?
did not. I did
No.
not see it.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. Because Josh doesn't look like he finished at all. It looked like he retired, actually. And Michael
Yeah.
Riccio as well. I mean, do you see what happened to
Oh my
Riccio?
God. My head during the race, right? Starting last. I was like, fuck, all right. I'm like 5 seconds behind. I'm not catching. I saw Michael in the top 3. Oh, I'm like, okay, I could win this race still, you know? If Michael's in the top 3, anything can happen.
For sure. Well,
That guy just wants to battle and take people out.
for sure. But you know what? Christian dog for pushing. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know what? And you and Jared Clark, I believe, were the two that were also
yeah.
trying to catch the front. But unfortunately, he ended up getting a cutting penalty after he cut the track after going wide, and that's what resulted you getting into P2 actually. And unfortunately for him, the penalty will not be revoked because it was an obvious corner cut. So very unfortunate for him.
It's sad to hear. Me and him were moving from last. We made it up to first, and I don't know where he was, but I was in first. He was with me. We were
Yeah.
rolling.
For sure. Well, congrats on P2. Maybe even
we doing
P1. We're gonna see. I guess we'll see in an hour what the final results are after the protest
Right.
period is done. Thank you for coming out. And is there anybody you'd like to thank? Anybody?
I'd like to thank myself, no one else.
Okay.
Actually, I'd like to thank all the haters.
But I
I
thought
know
you
none of
just.
you
I
guys
thought
put
you
me in-
just said.
I know none of you guys put me in your top 3 predictions. Haters are your biggest motivation.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Christian. We are gonna get Michael Riccio in here now. So,
Thank
Michael Riccio, well, you had a very adventurous race. You were leading and you were defending the entire time. You want to walk us through kind of just the whole mindset and how everything went?
Mindset was flat out, right? Flat out corner 1, 2, 3. Joseph had a bit of a gap, and just got a pass for lead. So
For sure.
passed them, white line, because gotta make the race entertaining for everybody. And,
Well, exactly. We
you
were
know,
freaking out here in the commentary booth. At one point, it was almost a 7-cart battle.
I don't have per.
Get pushed off. I come back on. No one's taking my P1, but then they off the team on me because I'm just that good and they all suck. So
Thank God.
Well, they were
I
they
like
were
to
all on the
thank-
same team, eh? It was
Yeah, I
all
know.
Bam.
It was
all
like a
Bam racing at the
1v6.
front.
It was a 1v6, bro. It was kind of crazy, but I'm just the best. I want to thank my coach, Savio Panicia, for coaching me throughout the heats and the pre-final
30 on
and,
30.
and the final. Maybe we're not gonna leak any information.
Yeah.
And I'm just the best. I should have won. They all suck.
yeah.
Josh is DMing me saying I suck and I should quit, but if I suck, why'd I go from P7 to P1 on the first
Yeah.
corner?
Can I get a
Right.
personal moment with you, Michael? Just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say that was a pretty good performance. A little rough, but I think overall you were quite equivalent on the roughness with everyone else. I think a lot of these haters. Josh did a good race though, so I can't diss him. can't diss a guy
Nah,
that.
I give it to him.
like,
He did do a good race.
Yeah, you gotta give it to him. Josh was a top competitor out here.
And Josh, in my opinion, was probably one of the cleanest drivers out there. I mean, we saw tons of scrambling, we saw tons of people getting turned, and he was one of the few that actually gave up a position just to make it back in. I mean, he's a very respectable racer. I mean, I've raced him time and time again, even back in the fall last year when we had the online series and we did a full championship. So it's very disappointing, for it to end the way it ended. And I mean, it's definitely something that needs to be looked at for driving standards for the future.
If you don't mind if I interrupt there, but when I dropped the P3, Josh is like, fuck this guy, because, I'm just better than him, and his ego's so big, so he has to spin me out. And I kind of cut the track, which I kind of didn't, because I was right on that.
Well, are you talking about after? Are you talking about after when you kind of got spun and then
when I got spun out?
Yeah,
and then
so
I dropped back to third.
Well, no, in that case, I would have you shouldn't have been there either. Like you got spun. Like it's unfortunate that you got spun, but and I saw the whole thing happen. I saw how he moved you after. I wasn't going to call a penalty for that because unfortunately, it's the way you cut the track. It's just a given.
I got spun and my cart slid on the other side.
Yeah, I know, but still, in real racing, if you end up cutting the track there, if you end up cutting the track in real racing, even if you got hit over there or whatever, it's one thing if it's kind of just one corner, but that was like an entire section of the track, or that was like a good section of the track maybe. So,
I gave up the positions though back to P3 where I should have been, and
I know.
I didn't punt anybody. I was super clean the whole race. I didn't even do any wheel-to-wheel contact. You feel me, right? So I just gotta thank Savio Panicia. I gotta thank Marian Kremers for teaching me in the driving in the wet. I gotta thank AJ Myers. I gotta thank Danny Formal. I gotta thank Mateus Morgado.
Well,
thank you
so much, Michael. And we'll catch you whenever. Well, Marcello, I mean that was one hell of a race. We'll get Ayden in here as well. Ayden,
yeah, definitely.
The three of us. I mean. Well, that was one hell of a race. I mean, it definitely had its twists and turns, we can call it, huh?
Yeah, definitely had its looked like a WWE super match out there, but
yeah, I mean, hopefully the guys that have beef with each other don't really see each other in real life, not for a while. That way things can cool off. Racing season's starting up.
Anyone who has issues with me, it's on site. I ain't worried.
Don't even start with that. But yeah, I mean, we have the first real kart race over here in Ontario where we are this weekend coming up. So hopefully there's no beef. Otherwise, we're gonna see some real life crashes.
I'll
Ayden,
be there.
I mean,
y'all are done.
Yeah. I mean, Ayden, you sponsored this event. I mean, overall, the standards and everything that you saw. I mean, what's your take on it?
I think it wasn't bad. I just wish the game was a little bit better where everyone could join the session because I think it would have for sure been a 10-car race.
Do you think that
overall,
sorry.
But overall, I think the race was pretty good, especially in the final. I mean, it was full of holy shit moments, and it was a good race. I liked it better than the heat races. It was just a 2-car train most of the time in the heat races, but in the final, I mean, at one part it was 6.
For sure. Would you think that maybe it would be better that we switch games completely, switch the entire sim, maybe go to R Factor or another game where the servers are more stable and, definitely contact physics would be better? Do you think that maybe that should be the move for the future?
I think it would be nice. As much as I love KRP, I mean, with the sessions, I mean, I wish just everyone could join the dedicated without the game crashing. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But
so I think R Factor could be a very big possibility for us in the future, especially for this fall coming up. It is something that I want to discuss with a few others because obviously we're gonna need modders. It can't just be me because I don't know how to create go-karts and stuff, but others do. So this is a discussion I would have with others and hopefully create an even bigger series out of this, being able to combine a bigger community as well. Get all the people that are on this simulator onto R Factor, or majority of them onto R Factor, or whatever game we end up deciding to go to, but also getting the R Factor community that's already there into this community and combining communities, because we've found out even in real life, combining communities is often for the better because nobody's separated, nobody's split, everybody's on the same page, everybody's on one sync. I don't know. I mean, I would really like to see, being able to have a 40 kart field on R Factor without anybody's games having problems. So,
I agree.
Well, Thank you so much for all those that have tuned into the stream. Thank you, of course, to Ayden and Ingratta for sponsoring the entire event. I mean, Ayden, anything you want to say at the end of this?
No.
No, nothing to say. Okay. And Marcello, I mean, thank you for coming out to commentate. I mean, hopefully this wasn't a big waste of time for you.
No, it was kind of fun. Don't worry about it. Take care, boys.
Until next time, guys.
Till next time.
Till next time.